Now, some people don't know what they live for. They're confused, they're scattered. Days come and go. It's really in the palm of your hand of how you go about the world. What do you do in case of hardship or struggle? How do you combat that? And how do you, as an individual, go about it in a way that is A, satisfactory, and B, it gives you enough to feel fulfilled. But that's not what we're here for, are we? No, it's not. Anyways. Warning. The Foundation's database is classified. Any unauthorized personnel will be tracked, located, and detained. Any further action will result in your immediate termination. Contain, secure, protect. SCP-009. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Object is to be contained within a sealed storage tank of heat-resistant alloy with dimensions not less than 2 meters by 2 meters by 2 meters. Under no circumstances should SCP-009 be exposed to temperatures in excess of 0 degrees Celsius when not undergoing testing, and no water-based solutions shall be allowed within 30 meters of the object's containment area. Object's chamber is to be fitted with temperature sensors, which must be monitored at all times, and is to be kept refrigerated by no fewer than 3 redundant cooling units. Any malfunction of sensors or of coolant system is to be reported and repaired immediately. If at any time the temperature in the containment area climbs above -5 degrees Celsius, the chamber is to be locked down and flooded with coolant until temperatures return to safe levels, -30 degrees Celsius to -25 degrees Celsius. Containment area is to be kept in total vacuum during testing, and personnel interacting with SCP-009 must wear full environmental protection gear. Following testing, all equipment, personnel, and other materials must undergo dehydration procedures and be quarantined for no less than 12 hours. Any moisture found displaying properties of SCP-009 is to be quarantined and added to the containment area as soon as possible. Living organisms found to be contaminated by SCP-009 are to be terminated by chemical desiccation, and extracted molecules of SCP-009 added to containment. Description: SCP-009 is approximately liters of a substance which superficially resembles distilled water, H2O, except with a distinct bright red hue. This red hue is discernible in all phases and serves as the most expedient method of identifying contained matter before its anomalous properties manifest. In contrast to mundane water, SCP-009 assumes a liquid phase at temperatures between -100 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius, and the solid state above these temperatures. At temperatures below -100, SCP SCP-009 vaporizes into a gaseous phase similar to steam. Examinations of the atomic structure of SCP-009 have proved inconclusive. The substance appears to be identical to normal water molecules, with the exception of redacted. In contrast stand laws of enthalpy. Dr. Site, resident expert on xenospatial physics, suggests that SCP-009 may originate in a universe with alternate physical laws. The most hazardous property of SCP-009, however, is its ability to contaminate normal H2O. When in contact with any aqueous solution, SCP-009 will, through unknown mechanisms, transfer its anomalous properties to other objects and creatures. Testing has shown it capable of assimilating ice, steam, tea, fruit juice, seawater, blood, and the time it takes for this process to occur varies depending on temperatures and the exact chemical composite of affected matter, and had been observed as taking between 3 minutes and hours. Experiments on D-class personnel have illustrated the process of conversion by the substance, which has also been found to follow a consistent pattern. 1. Initial exposure. Subject is exposed to SCP-009, and it begins assimilating any moisture present on the exposed surface. Creatures in this stage do not commonly notice any unusual symptoms, except for a slight warming sensation. 2. Surface conversion. Frost begins to form on the exposed area as the heat produced by the object and SCP-009 itself rises its temperature above 0 degrees. This stage can take anywhere from 1 minute to hours, during which time subjects begin to feel crystals from the epidermis. 3. Deep tissue conversion. Exponential increase in temperature of SCP-009 causes runaway reactions throughout subject's body, resulting in actual blood loss is minimal due to ice crystals, allowing subjects to remain alive and conscious for up to hours. 4. Testing on D-class personnel was discontinued as of 4/23/2000. Addendum. Circumstances of retrieval. Subject was found in Alaska on 11/05/19. The Foundation became involved after reports were obtained from the native tribe, who came across the mangled bodies of a team of seal hunters which had apparently been shipwrecked kilometers from the village. All victims were found encased in red ice. Cause of death recorded as internal bleeding, though closer examination found it is summarized that the low ambient temperatures in the area retarded the freezing process. This prolonged the time to total conversion by hours, and allowed the victim to remain conscious until origin of SCP-009 is currently unknown. Investigation into similar events or material in the area is ongoing. Evidence at the scene suggests possibly involving SCP- See Exploration Log A009-1 for details.
Exploration Log A009-1. Exploration Log 11-05-19. Situational Report. Mobile Task Force Beta-7, the Hazmatters, was deployed to recovery site to catalog and safely retrieve samples of SCP-009 for transport to site. Agent Bryce, MTF-B7, made a visual inspection of the area and noted 3 bodies, all male, between the ages of and 40 years. Doctor, also on site, surmised from the relative position of subjects that Mr. age 32, hereafter referred to as Subject 0, was the origin point of. Subsequent subjects are presumed to have been exposed to SCP-009 while attempting to help Subject 0 back to the wreckage of the boat. During standard perimeter sweep, Agent Hughes located what appeared to be humanoid tracks leading northeast. After brief deliberation, a 3-man team consisting of Agent Hughes, Whitmore, and Cassidy was dispatched to investigate potential security breach. Begin log 6:42:43 EST.
We found something. Control. It's a cave. The tracks lead inside.
Copy, Hughes. What do you see?
Looks like a crack in the ice. It's maybe a meter tall. The opening is not very wide.
Captain, we got a body.
We didn't copy, Hughes. Repeat.
There's a subject here, Control. Frozen in the skip. Male, about 15. Looks like he was trying to crawl away from something. There's a spear gun here, also frozen. It's been fired.
Any sign of trauma?
Without touching him, I can't be sure. But it looks like he was stabbed by something. See how he's gripping his chest here? Right where the spike is growing out. He might have been attacked.
Did you hear her, Control?
Affirmative. Tag the coordinates for recovery and proceed into the cave.
We using live fire, Captain?
There might be hostiles, so yes. But keep them in single shot mode. Don't want the guns getting too hot.
Good call. Don't want to end up like this guy. That's for sure.
Please repeat. Hughes, we didn't copy.
There's a chamber in here, Control. I'd say 5 or 6 meters in diameter. It's filled with red ice. In the middle there's a pool. Looks about 3 meters wide. Depth unknown.
The fuck happened?
House, come in. Are there hostiles?
Fucking hell. Negative, Control. Just... Jesus. A fucking polar bear. It's dead. There's dozens of bodies here. Not human. I see a few seals, a snow fox, and what the hell is that?
The fuck is that? No. Oh, God.
House, do you copy?
Cassidy found a spider. A giant spider.
Is it alive? What do you mean by giant?
I mean fucking huge. Control. At least a meter leg span. It's frozen. Wait. No shit. I don't see anything inside. This almost looks like it's made of this stuff.
Seriously? Not possible. We're nowhere close to Germany.
What? What about Germany?
Captain, I'm pretty sure that's 3023.
Repeat, Captain.
Cassidy said the spider is SCP-3023, Control.
That's not possible. Hughes, why would you think that?
I'm sure, Control. I've worked with 3023. It's an instant made of Skip 9.
Wait, what's 3023?
That is classified. Agent Cassidy, you are to speak to no one of this. If the specimen is destroyed, there is no reason to worry about it. Please continue our search.
But how the fuck did it get here?
We copy, Control. Cassidy, sweep the perimeter. See if there is any side tunnels.
But...
That's an order. Check these corpses. See if there are any humans.
On it.
Agent Hughes, how deep is the pool you mentioned?
Can't see the bottom. God, I'm having SCP-354 flashbacks, and this is not cool.
Focus, Captain. Is there anything nearby you can use to measure the depth?
Well, the spider has a spear sticking out of it.
Can you safely retrieve it?
The suit should protect me, right?
All the same, try not to touch the infected material.
Alright, I've got it. Should work. Looks to be about 1.5 meters long.
Copy that. Hughes, proceed with caution.
Well, there's definitely more than a meter depth. I could go further, but I'd have to get my hand closer to that stuff. Suit or no suit. I'd prefer not to do that.
Affirmative, Captain. We'll dispatch some D-Class with gear to test that out. Continue your
Copy
research.
that. Well, I guess I'm
Captain.
standby control. What is it, Cassidy?
I think you're gonna want to see this, sir. I think I know where the spider came from.
Control. I'm going deeper in the cave.
Affirmative. Proceed.
Oh, that's not good.
What do you see, Captain?
An aperture, about a meter in diameter. It is covered in the stuff. Cassidy! Report!
Do you have a visual of Agent Cassidy?
Shit. She must have gone inside.
Please remain calm. Describe this aperture.
It just looks like a tunnel, but there is no ice past the mouth, red or otherwise. I can make out a dim light coming from somewhere inside. Might be Cassidy's torch.
Is there anything else unusual? Captain Hughes, please respond. Is there anything else unusual about the tunnel?
Yeah, it's wet. The walls are and the floor. There is a puddle about a meter down. Shit. The puddle is red. Control, did you get that?
Affirmative. Stand by.
She went in there.
Whoa, hold up, take it easy.
Control, I'm going in there.
Negative, Hughes. We're rerouting a team of D-Class for recovery. Your orders are to withdraw the rest of the team and await further orders. You have your orders, Hughes. I don't think I need to remind you.
Copy, Control. Let's go.
End log.
Addendum 11/09/19. After initial report and retrieval of specimens, it was confirmed that the arachnoid entity found by MTF-B7 from exploration log A009-1 was indeed a previously unknown instance of SCP-3023. Investigation has revealed the instance originated in as a result of
Data expunged.
Addendum 12/06/19. After repeated inquiries, it should be noted that the portion of coastline upon which the initial victims were found was barren rock, approximately meters from the seashore, and was sufficiently dry and cold to prevent significant contamination of the surrounding area. Had the site been closer to the water, there is little doubt an extinction level event would have ensued. Consideration of upgrading SCP-009 to Keter class under review. Addendum 12/16/20. Supercooling of SCP-009 for the purpose of experimentations is disallowed until further notice. Personnel are advised that liquid nitrogen is only to be used on the subject in controlled amounts, and only until temperatures have reached acceptable levels. Related note: possible application of SCP-009 in cold fusion research pending evaluation. A memo from the O5 Command 1/09/20. We've decided to keep listing Euclid for now. We understand the concerns raised, but as long as you keep the power on and nobody goes near its contamination area, there shouldn't be a problem. That's why we're keeping it inside. After all. As for the cold fusion research, we're putting a pin in that for now. Frankly, we don't have it in the budget for another SNAFU-like site. The salvage team still hasn't found Dr. Cross-testing report 9507F23. The following experiment record was recovered via chance occurrence of SCP-507 shifting into a universe in which the described test was carried out using SCP-107. The applicability of the reported findings to our own universe is pending review. Input: 10 milliliters of SCP-009. Result: red snow fell in test area for 27 minutes with moderate intensity. Grass growing in test area began runaway reaction, which ended with entire area being frozen within minutes. Notably, anti-inflatic reactions of SCP-009 did not extend past the effective radius of SCP-107, for reasons still under investigation. Non-grass plants in the area turned bright red in color, greatly expanded and mutated to display cyan-colored tentacles, similar to those of species Doricera capensis. Mucilage produced by these tentacles later found to be tiny beads of SCP-009. How the plant is able to survive with SCP-009 integrated into its cell structure is currently under investigation, with preliminary hypothesis being that the plant is a reflection of flora from the substance's native universe. Now, remember, the Foundation's database is classified. Any unauthorized personnel will be tracked, located, and detained, and any further action will result in your immediate termination. Contain, secure, protect, and I'll see you soon.